Hey, I love my greenhouse, but it is more than a learning curve. We're gonna get it together. But for any of you fellow gardeners out there, if you thought having a greenhouse was the ultimate solution to all your problems, how long did it actually take for you to figure this out? Because this is a struggle bus. But we're gonna get it together. We're gonna figure it out. So last night, our temperatures dropped to low 40s, high 30s after having 80 degrees, high, low of about 50s for about a week. And it is April. It's past our last frost date. So although it did not freeze, it got really, really cold. And then today, during the day, we've gotten into the low 70s. But my greenhouse, 120 degrees. And I just came out to open it up and found devastation. I immediately emptied my greenhouse. So this is what's in here now. Just some seedlings, which these are snapdragons, and God help them, they're still going. This is watermelons. So they should be loving this right now. They look pretty good. They're seedlings. That's ginger down there at the bottom. It's okay. I had a tomato here in the corner that seems to be doing pretty good. This one looks like it's struggling, so let's grab this one and I will show you its counterparts. So here's the other tomato plants, which I do have too many. And here are the geraniums. But these were all the things that were in my greenhouse. These are even peppers. I've now thoroughly watered everything, and I continue to water everything. Here's a tomato plant I just took out of there. I had my brand new little false cypress trees, which they look pretty good. But things really, I really have to figure out this greenhouse temperature situation. I was really worried about my citrus plants, which this is my Meyer lemon that it's so young that I don't really expect much out of it right now. Let me water it. And I don't think it needs much water, to be quite honest. I'm just doing these things because I feel bad for them, to give them a little bounce back. But I don't think it needs it. If there's me. This is my Eureka lemon tree. And I think it should bounce back pretty good. Giving it a good drink. Giving everything a good drink. Here are my orange trees, which they look a little rough. Gonna give them water, of course. Oh, let me take them out of this container. So they're in nursery pots, but they're in cover pots. And oh, I'm putting my shadow all over everything. They're in nursery pots and cover pots, and I don't want them to sit in the water, so I take them out of the cover pot. But I'm going to water them. My understanding is that citrus really doesn't like to have wet feet, so I'm taking them out of those cover pots. Hopefully everything will bounce back. It's only 70 degrees today. So, yeah. So again, I really do love my greenhouse. She's a modest little something, not, the most expensive brand, but we're learning each other. So hopefully this works out. Have I given you a tour of my greenhouse? Come with me. She's cute. One thing that I am really excited about is the fact that we now have power. We have power in the greenhouse, so I can cool it off. These are some propagations that look a little rough. I'm really excited because now I can have a fan in here. We're going to have a heater for the winter because I'm in gardening zone 7B, 8A, and we still get actual winters. And so some things that I have that are right on the cusp of being hardy here, such as all the citrus trees, like they'll stay in containers. I'll move them in and out. I'll keep potting them up. I got citrus trees that can stay in containers, but they'll need to be protected in the winter. And what better way than a greenhouse? But lesson number one for if you're a newbie with greenhouses like me, what I have learned is controlling the temperature is very real and it's not easy. You have to stay on it. I have an actual thermometer. Let me show you. I have a Bluetooth thermometer that connects to my phone. Maybe I'll show you that too, like what it looks like from my phone, but it tells me the temperature of my greenhouse. In the winter and when it's cold outside, it gets even colder in the greenhouse. Now I'm elevated, which is true. But it gets colder. Like last night we dropped down to, I think it was 38 degrees. My greenhouse got to 33 degrees Fahrenheit. That's darn near freezing. And all my stuff was in here, which I think it may have been okay. But then earlier today, as I was saying, it went up to 120 degrees. I mean, will my plants bounce back? I worked so hard. Like you see, it's like a jungle. But we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure it out. Like I have a vent thing that I hope I can put on my auto closer and everything for my vents, which I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I'm definitely going to do the fan in here. And I'm going to have heat because, yeah, I should have been watching the temperature of my greenhouse, but I was working all day and I missed that. So I can also do something maybe where my Bluetooth is a bit more of a push notification where I'll be alerted. Technology, opportunity. So, wow, this sun. Oh God. Found it. I got to find a good angle. Okay, so I hope that this did not sound like complaining because I am not complaining. I feel very blessed, very fortunate to be able to have even this little greenhouse that I have. I can already see where the advantages are. I can also see that I'm going to make a mess. But it's my mess in my own private space. However, there is a real learning curve to this, and I will keep trying to share what I learned with others. But if you know, or if you have any tips and tricks of managing a greenhouse and you stumble across this video at some point in life, because let's be quite frank, I don't know who's watching these videos. I could be talking to myself, which is fine. I do that anyway. But now I'm doing it in public. Well, on the internet. Nonetheless, I will have documentation on exactly the challenges that I've gone through with my greenhouse. And when I'm on the other side of this and folks are going, oh my gosh, how did you learn all this? You just know everything. You have a green thumb, which I absolutely do not. See, it's brown. I'm also very graceful. But see, not green. I'm trying really hard and I'm trying to learn, and I'm going to take everyone along with me, and hopefully we will see some progression. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope it has been helpful to someone.